Welcome to the Night Stalker Legacy, where we examine the dark psychology behind notorious criminals. I'm Dr. Robert Jensen, forensic psychologist, and today we're delving into the disturbing case of Richard Ramirez, one of America's most notorious serial killers.
And I'm Sarah Collins, criminal profiler. The case of Richard Ramirez, known as the Night Stalker, has always fascinated and disturbed me on multiple levels. His reign of terror in Southern California during 1984 and 1985 revealed a killer with no clear pattern in victim selection, which made him particularly frightening.
Absolutely, Sarah. To understand Ramirez, we need to examine his formative years. Born in El Paso, Texas in 1960, his childhood was a perfect storm of negative influences. His father was an alcoholic ex-policeman who physically abused his children. There are even accounts of his father tying young Richard to a cross and a cemetery overnight as punishment. How do you think this shaped his psychological development?
That level of childhood trauma creates profound psychological damage, Robert. But there were also physical factors at play. At age 5, Ramirez suffered a severe head injury after being hit by a swing, which left him unconscious and triggered temporal lobe epilepsy. Some experts believe this neurological damage, combined with the severe abuse, contributed significantly to his later violent behavior.
That's right. Psychiatrist Michael Stone actually classified Ramirez as a made psychopath rather than a born one, suggesting that these environmental and physical factors shaped his lack of empathy and violent tendencies. But perhaps the most disturbing influence came during his adolescence.
You're referring to his cousin Miguel Mike Valles, aren't you? A Vietnam War veteran who returned deeply disturbed and shared horrific war crime photos with Ramirez when he was just 12 years old.
Exactly. Mike taught young Richard assassination techniques and introduced him to marijuana. But the turning point came when 13-year-old Ramirez witnessed Mike murder his own wife with a gun shot to the face during an argument. Most disturbing was Ramirez's reaction. Rather than being traumatized, he later described the scene with what could only be called morbid fascination.
This cocktail of influences, abuse, neurological damage, and exposure to extreme violence, created a perfect psychological storm. By 14, he was regularly using LSD and developing an interest in Satanism. Let's talk about his criminal methodology, which was notably chaotic compared to many serial killers.
Unlike many